Should think twice, should do right by me. I think I'm gonna be sad. I think it's today. Yeah. The girl that's driving me mad is going away. Yeah. Ah, she's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride, but she don't care. I don't know why she's riding so high. Shoulda think twice, shoulda do right by me before she gets to saying goodbye. Shoulda think twice, shoulda do right by me. Just that living with me was bringing her down, yeah. She would never be free when I was around. Ah, she's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride, but she don't care. My baby don't care. My baby don't care. My baby don't care. My baby don't care. The sentimental fool don't see, trying hard to recreate what had yet to be created. Once in her life, she musters a smile for his nostalgic tale. Never coming near what he wanted to say, only to realize it never really was. She had a place in his life. He never made a thing twice. As she rises to her apology, anybody else would surely know he's watching her go. What a fool believes he sees. The wise man has the power to reason away what seems to be is always better than nothing, and nothing at all. Keep sending him somewhere back in long ago, where he can still believe there's a place in her life. Someday, somewhere, she will return. She had a place in his life. He never made a thing twice. As she rises to her apology, anybody else would surely know he's watching her go. What a fool believes he sees. The wise man has the power to reason away what is love can come and love can go.
Yes, hello and welcome to what promises to be, quite possibly without certainty, but it is highly likely, although you never know, the last online quiz for Time Out Entertainment. It's been a fun journey, but it's time to do the mic drop.
It's not the last, it's the second last.
No, last week was the second last, not that we knew it then.
You've already done the last one last year, remember? So this is the second last one.
Oh yeah, I see what you've done there. Very clever. Yeah, we thought that was the last one, and now this one is the last one. So this is it. This is the final online quiz.
You're like John Farnham, so many last ones. John Farnham? I love John Farnham. The other voice, try to understand it. Make it sound clear. Ooh.
Yes, what a fantastic idea. Let's do karaoke trivia. Starting next week. All in favour, say aye.
We're not gonna sing in silence. We're not gonna live in fear. Ooh.
All right, guys, without further ado, let's get into it. The final online quiz for Time Out Entertainment. Wow, it is. It's actually the last night. Good evening, everyone. It's Justin coming at you live from a place called Hallett Cove in South Australia, Adelaide. Hope you're all well for this last night. Looks like Christine's having bandwidth problems. Picture is fuzzy. Where are you at, Christine? And is anyone else experiencing the same problems? And are they living near Christine? Is it an internet situation? Is anyone else experiencing fuzziness for the last night? We brought the cup tonight. Look at this. No one's going to actually get it because it's actually mine. But, you know, it's the grand final tonight. Tonight is the one to win. I just saw on the chat line there that Just Restos was here on the very first night, 2.5 years ago, whatever it was, back in 2020, I guess. And they're here for the very last one as well. And they probably won about 80% of them. No, I'm not sure what the stats are. Christine's in Canberra. Is anyone else in Canberra and is having issues with the internet tonight? Christine, how's it going? Is it getting clearer? Fiona's on the chat as well. They had the problem, had to log out of YouTube and then log back in. Christine, you got 10 seconds to log out and log back in. No, I can chat for a bit longer than that, unfortunately. So I hope everyone is well. We've got 20 teams playing tonight. If you are fuzzy, just log out of YouTube, get back in, and maybe turn off the dryer. Turn the dryer off. It could be zapping your internet somehow. I'm not really into technology, as you can tell. But hey, it's been a lot of fun running these online quizzes. And look, I'm so excited about the last one. I'm actually wearing my second best shirt tonight. Yeah, that's right. So look, tonight is the grand final. This is the one to win, isn't it? If you won this one, that's it. There's no going back. But I have a feeling that, you know, you never know. I think we will meet again online at some stage because, you know, anything goes. It's good to see Keenan's there as well, our regular quiz host up in Queensland. Darren might jump in. Yeah, see, Keenan's doing next week's quiz, and we're not even doing one next week. No, really, Keenan, there is no quiz next week. Thank you, Restos, for the shirt. It is definitely my second best shirt. So, guys, I think everyone is ready. Everyone's logged back in. Even if you're not, we can explain the YouTube thing as well. Do I need to explain this? Make sure YouTube's not fuzzy and you can hear me clearly. Of course, if you do have a grey dot, you need to click on it and make sure the dot is red so you are live. It's not going to help the fuzziness, though. So there it is there. Let's have a look at the board now and see all the numbers. There they are. We've got 20 teams all registered and ready to go. Oh, the sound baffling. You've only just noticed the sound baffling now. That's been up for a month, Murray. And I didn't use tape measure. I'm not like Glenn, but I did try and, you know, match it up a bit. But that's for voiceover stuff, so it's not too echoey in here. All right, they're still talking about the shirt. Keenan, that's great. I'm totally going to use that. This shirt's not available for men. Just because it's the last night doesn't mean you can shred me. All right, let's get started before the heckling really gets going. So hopefully everyone's on and we're good to go because I'm going to hit go on the last trivia, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the drum beat. How's the drum beat? Is it loud enough for you all? Now, no cheating or colluding, folks. I will beat you off the internet because I have powers like that. I have friends in very low places. Look, at the end of this, I mean, the points kind of matter because this is the last one. And don't you want to win the very last online quiz? Yeah, of course you do. But there is no prize. I'm not even going to send that cup, so the points don't matter. It's a bit like this really expensive cologne that I'm wearing right now. It just totally doesn't matter. So let's test your speeds. Okay, Restos, thank you. It's nice and loud. Maybe it's too loud. Maybe I can stop yelling. Let's test your speeds now. Just going to have a look at the delay on your phone and your YouTube, or your YouTube feed delay. Here we go. Compare the clock, your YouTube clock, with your handheld device. It'd be funny if there were some new teams playing tonight. Oh, now you decide to join us. But unfortunately, it's just not viable at this stage, so who knows? Pickle Fingers here, Hope Island, Trans-Tasman's, Uno Kello, haven't got a clue. Rosebud Hotels, Just Restos, I think the first one's on tonight as well. All right, let's have a look at the chart and just see. So one team was 9 to 12 second delay. 9 had fast speeds, 10 of you a bit slower. So that's all we need to know. So that's not looking too bad tonight. Christine, how's it going in Canberra? Is it still fuzzy? We've had a change of government here in South Australia. That's why I'm heaps more relaxed. No, it's not. All right, Just Restos is looking good. Are you with Christine as well? Are you in Canberra, or is that different people? Is Christine back? Because we're about to do round one. As you can see on your screen there, round one's about to kick off for the last time. 25 points for the correct answer, -5 for the incorrect answer. Let's run with that. Here we go. Which of these is an MLB team from Chicago? The Black Sox, Long Sox, Short Sox, or White Sox? Sounds like a Dr. Seuss ad. Boxing Sox. MLB. Men's League Basketball. American Professional Baseball. It's baseball. It's the White Sox, the Chicago White Sox. Everyone with the points. Let's move on. In which country is this monument located? We're really going easy on you for the very last one, aren't we? England, Ireland, Scotland, or Wales? It's an ancient calendar or clock, I believe. "15 seconds on the clock. Test Eagles, back tonight. Uno Kello. 18 people getting it. England is the correct answer. 2 teams went for, well, one for D and one for C, Scotland and Wales. You were close, but no dice. Which city is this band from? Have a listen.
Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody. Help! You know I need someone. Help! When I was younger, so much younger than today.
Salisbury Plains is not the correct answer. It's the boys from Liverpool, the Beatles, formed in Liverpool in 1960. Kobe beef traditionally comes from which country? Now, I'm not sure if it's Kobe or Cove beef, but which country does Kobe beef come from? France, Japan, Spain. Wow, a lot of people having a barbecue tonight. The Last Stand. That's a good team name for tonight. But please take a seat. You don't need to stand while you're doing this. Titanic swim team. Dive in, make a splash. And everyone got it. It's Wagyu beef from Tajima strain of Japanese black cattle raised in Japan. Very expensive, very much worth the money. Taekwondo is a sport. Which country developed Taekwondo? China, Korea, Japan, Taiwan, or Vietnam? "15 seconds on the clock. Fiona, I think it was Cold Chisel that was founded in Salisbury Plains, Adelaide. Haven't got a clue. Uno Kello. Haven't got a clue. Running out of time. Everyone's in. 14 people. The correct answer. Taekwondo, I think it means foot hand and to face or something like that. Of course, martial arts created in Korea. In The Little Mermaid, who is not one of Triton's daughter? Or Ariel? So there's Ariel in the middle. Which one is not the daughter of Triton? Adora, Alana, Andrina, or Atina? Have we got a clue? Only 6 people getting it. Correct answer was Adora. Who was fast with that? Was that a lucky guess? Mans with the correct answer there, with just under 5 seconds. A few teams losing 5 points on that one because, of course, they had absolutely no idea that Adora was not the daughter. What is the name of the sea that lies between these countries? There it is, pictured in blue. The Aral Sea, the Dead Sea, the Red Sea, or the White Sea? First geography question of the night. Tassie School of Rona. Did you get a free bus here? Free buses in Tasmania. Great idea. It's called the Dead Sea, bordering Israel on the West Bank and Jordan. Next question goes out to Keenan. Let's bring out the flags early in round 1. We knew he'd play tonight. Which country had this flag from 1977 and 2011? The Greens Party, surely. That's what it is. Your screen hasn't fuzzed out on you. It's just a green rectangle. They couldn't come up with anything better. Andorra, Argentina, Bangladesh, Cameroon, or Libya. They changed it in 2011. They discovered other flag designs and went, you know what? Maybe we can do something better than just a cricket pitch. You're welcome, Keenan. Bungalow Hotel, Auntie Bev, what do you reckon? It's the flag of Libya. Not sure what happened in 2011, but they certainly added some stuff. And only 7 people getting it. Interested to see which country everyone thought it was. Bangladesh with the green was the most popular answer. All right, let's bring out the pillow. Not for the very last time. Triple points question for you. Which one of these people did not pass away in 1994? Big list, 6 there. Which one didn't die in 1994? The others did. John Candy, Kurt Cobain, Burt Lancaster, Henri Mancini, Ayrton Senna, or Frank Sinatra? Of course, Kurt Cobain, his mum came up with the 27 Club. Rosebud, everyone's in. It's Frankie Sinatra, 11. And I'm curious to see what people went for on this one. Burt Lancaster, John Candy. So Frank Sinatra died in 1998. The rest actually passed away in 1994. Big year. How many of your points are you prepared to risk that you'll get this next question correct? This is the last question of round 1. It's the last one for round 1. Online, that is. We're still doing these in clubs and venues. Choose a percentage of your points that you've already earned. Everyone's in. Here's your question. It's literature. Who wrote the book Animal Farm? Apparently it's an allegorical dystopian novella. First published in summer. It was the 17th of August. Rosebud. The Last Stand. It's George Orwell, written in 1945. Fiona wants to see the fastest, unless she's referring to the previous question. Titanic swim team, 7.1 seconds for that one. Ken Behrens, 2 seconds. Hey, it's not in order. Look at the Wookaraka Wolves. Wookaraka Wolves, 1.78 seconds there, with less points. Right, that's it. I'm confused. Oh, because they gambled less? Perhaps. Yes, that's what happened there. But the Wookaraka Wolves were the fastest. See, I'm still learning how this whole system works on the last night. That's great, isn't it? That brings us to the end of round one. Let's find out who are winners for the very last round one. It's the Titanic swim team with 413 points. Let's have a look at the round scores, though. Oh, no, we're straight into round one. Let's have a look at the round scores. There they are. 0 for this round because we're into round 2 now. Sorry about that. Actually, let me just quickly have a look and see if I can see the round scores. Yes, Titanic swim team 413, Ken Behrens 367 in second, with Nixon Mutz also equal second on 367 points. We're into round 2. Here we go. Have a listen to this. Who is this artist? Oh, is that Mans that didn't get that one right? Doesn't like the music, the country music. That is, of course, Johnny Cash with the song "I Walk the Line." 19 people in. Who loves the country music? The average Joe's in Noosa. They love country music in the Sunshine Coast. Which river flows through the Grand Canyon? Would it be the Colorado, the Hoover, or the Rio Grande? Tell you what, that Hoover River really sucks. Got to be subtle on those bad dad jokes, real subtle. Titanic swim team. It's a river question. It's for you. 18 people getting it right. It is the Colorado River, Southwest United States and North Mexico it runs. Bring it back to Australia now. Interesting news back on the 19th of July 1960, the hijacking of Flight 408 over Brisbane. You guys are all way too young to remember this news story. What was it? Which statement is true there? Well done, 11 people did get it. Does anyone remember this story? The hijacking, the guy, it was actually the onboard staff managed to knock him out, and he was only jailed in Queensland for 3 years. But then apparently New South Wales jailed him for the same crime for another 7 years. So he did 10 years. He took a bomb on the plane. What was he thinking, man? What is the biggest planet in our solar system? You even get a multiple choice on this one. Is it us? Is it Jupiter? Is it Neptune? Or is it Saturn? Biggest planet in our solar system. It is, in fact, Jupiter, the 5th planet from the sun. Only 3 teams missing out on the points. Where is this amphitheatre actually located? Famous amphitheatre, is that Athens, Istanbul, Jerusalem, or Rome? Who's been there? Come on. I don't remember it being that clean. They must have bleached it since I've been there. 19 people recognising the Colosseum, also known as the Flavian Amphitheatre, located in Rome, Italy. Keenan says he's been there. Which one of these Queensland State of Origin players was not born in Queensland? Kind of defeats the purpose. Which of these Queensland State of Origin players was not actually born in Queensland? Therefore, they were actually born in New South Wales, but played for Queensland by order of Her Majesty. Uno Kello. Not born in Queensland, no, Murray, not all of them. Cooper Cronk was born in Brizzy, Billy Slater, Nambour, Queensland, and Cameron Smith, Brisbane as well. Greg Inglis, Kempsey, New South Wales. So what's he doing in the Maroons then? I don't understand. 9 of you did get it, and 1 team actually missed out on a response. Back to the music. Which band used this album cover? It's a famous album cover. It's right. It's a man on fire shaking hands with a man who is not on fire. Pink Floyd, Queen, The Clash, or The Who? The Clash, of course, changing their song London Calling to Ukraine Calling. Doing a re-recording of that for the people of the Ukraine. Pretty cool gesture. Good on you, The Clash. Bruno Kello, have we lost him? No, everyone's in. 13 people the correct answer. Wish You Were Here is the album released in 1975. Pink Floyd. Geography, the Serengeti National Park. In which African country is the Serengeti National Park? 4 countries to choose from: Kenya, South Africa, Tanzania, Zimbabwe. Has a massive annual migration of wildebeest and zebra. Bean team's in tonight. Just Uno Kello, 7 seconds on the clock. Points are reducing. Uno Kello. Ooh, Uno Kello missed out. It is located in Tanzania. Only 8 getting it. More people getting it wrong than getting it right. Television and animation. What is the name of this cartoon character? 30 seconds on the clock. Eric Cartman, Fred Flintstone, Kenny McCormick, or Stewie Griffin? Walker Wolves. Never seen him before. 17 people did recognise Eric Theodore Cartman, one of the main characters in South Park. Oh my God, they killed Kenny. Last song for the round, it's music. Have a listen to this. What is the next line of this song?
My head speaks a language I don't understand. I just wanna feel real love, feel the home that I live in. 'Cause I got too much life.
This is an easy one now. Unless, of course, you've never heard this song from Robbie Williams. Yes, I thought so. Everyone's got it. Robbie Williams, the song is just called Feel. The last line we heard there is Because I Got Too Much Life. So the next line is Running Through My Nose. Running through my veins, sorry. That's not all he had running through his veins. That brings us to the end of round 2. Let's have a look at the round winners. It's Ken Barron, 716. Let's have a look at the round scores this time as well. There we are. Tassie School of Rona with the free buses, 1 point ahead of Walker Wolves in that round. Overall scores after the first 2 rounds, Titanic Swim Team are leading by 14 points. How good is my maths? Ken Barron's in second, Nixon Mutts in third. The Walker Wolves, 4 teams cracking 1,000. Test Eagles are coming last at this stage, but it is only early days. It's too early for me to run and grab a beer, isn't it? Is it halftime yet? Is it beer o'clock? It's certainly beer o'clock, but it's certainly not beer time yet. We'll do that after Millionaire Ladder, I think. So that is the full leaderboard for this, the very last online quiz. Are you ready for Millionaire Ladder? Of course you are. Here we go. Millionaire Ladder. You know how it works. As you get a question correct, you move up the ladder. If you get one incorrect, you fall off the ladder. But once you're at a safety net, 3, 6, and 9, you don't fall below that. Here we go. Is Murray still 3 drinks in? Is he already 3 drinks in, is he? I'm still on the water. Here we go. Millionaire Ladder. What is the term for lines that meet at a 90-degree angle? For the first rung on the ladder, what is the term for lines that meet at a 90-degree angle? Geez, there's a lot of 90-degree angles on the ladder. Are they called intersecting lines, parallel lines, perpendicular lines, or vertical lines? Maths question for you. Rosebud. Mathematics. 90 degrees. It is perpendicular. They're perpendicular to each other. We've got 18 people on the ladder and 2 teams yet to get on the ladder. Here's your chance now. Second question, Motor racing, which is the shortest of all Formula One Grand Prix drivers? Oh no, that is not the shortest driver, the shortest track. Sorry. Is it the Australian one in Adelaide or Melbourne? Bahrain, Malaysia, Monaco, Spanish. Shortest of all Formula One Grand Prix races. 15 seconds on the clock. Less than that now, 10 seconds. Second rung on the ladder. Test Eagles, Trans-Tasman, Uno Kello. It's just Uno Kello. Everyone's in. 16 people getting it. Monaco, 260 kilometres, and is the only Grand Prix that does not adhere to the FIA's mandated 305 kilometre minimum race distance. 190 miles is the minimum race distance. Monaco, they got tunnels. We'll let them go shorter. The Facebook question for the last time, ladies and gentlemen. What is the answer to this week's Facebook question? The clue is we're after a former American president. Yep. Oh, 2 people missed out. Which US president did Gerald Ford succeed? It was Richard Nixon, after Nixon resigned in 1974. The only man to do so. In which state was this Australian politician born? Is she from New South Wales, Queensland, South Australia, Victoria, or Western Australia? "20 seconds on the clock." Most will recognise her. She was quite fond of, she wasn't so much fond of Tony Abbott, but Malcolm Turnbull. The Malcolm Turnbull days. Only 2 people getting it right. Julie Bishop, born in, come on, South Australia, in Lobethal in the Adelaide Hills. She grew up on a cherry farm in the Adelaide Hills. Who did get it? Wookaraka Wolves, 0 points. I don't know what I'm looking at there. The correct answer was C, so it was Haven't Got a Clue. And maybe one other team. I just cannot tell right now. That doesn't work in the Millionaire Ladder. Still learning. Who is this artist? Have a listen to this. We're after a singer.
It will only get better. You and me together through the days and nights. I don't worry 'cause everything's gonna be alright. People keep talking, they can say what they like.
It's Alicia Keys with the song No One, and I'd like to say no one got that wrong, but 2 people did get that wrong. We've got 1 team on the 5th rung for the Millionaire Ladder, so there's just a chance for 1 team to get to the top for a maximum of 500 points. Chignon is a type of what? Chignon, not sure. Someone on the chat might be able to help me out with the pronunciation of Chignon. Is it a brush, a hairstyle, powder, or wax applicator? For surfing, right? Wax applicator would be for surfboards, wouldn't it? Uno Kello. It's a hairstyle. Chignon comes with a French phrase, chignon du cou, which means nape of the neck. Chignons are generally achieved by pinning the hair into a knot at the nape of the neck or at the back of the head, but there are many variations of the style, as Keenan will demonstrate next week at his trivia. Let's break out a flag for Keenan, speaking of. Geography, what is the capital of this country? Recognise the flag. One hell of a bobsled team. Kampala, Kathmandu, Kingston, or Kingstown. We're going with the K's. Has to start with the K. Nixon Mutts, Uno Kello, Rosebud. Uno Kello's in. It's just Rosebud. The restos, everyone's in. 16 with the right answer. That same team is continuing to climb, and lots of teams at the 6th rung now for a guaranteed 300 points at the end of this round. 1 team marching ahead. Still a few questions to go. What family runs the chicken farm in Chicken Run? Is it the Twatties, the Tweedies, the Twiddles, the Twoodles, or the Twaddles? Can't be A, because this is a family show, and this is certainly a family movie. Stop motion animation. Came out in 2000. Must have taken them ages. Trans-Tasmans and the Tassie School of Rona. Trans-Tasmans. Jump in. Everyone's in. 8 people, the correct answer. Group of chickens live on an egg farm run by the Tweedies. And that same team marching into 8th position on the ladder. Let's see if we can get them to the top with some geography. Which German city is the arrow pointing at? Looks like the southern end. Berlin, Frankfurt, Hamburg, Munich, or Stuttgart. Hopefully you can see that on your YouTube feed or on your handheld. Red dot, bottom of Germania. 5 seconds. 16 people getting it right. And yes, same team again on the 9th and the top safety rung now. There is a chance for this team to get a perfect score for the very last millionaire ladder online for 500 points. Do we have all teams on the leaderboard? Looks like we are missing a few teams, in fact. Let's try and get you on for that last one for 50 points. It's the Melbourne Cup. What is the largest field to ever run the Melbourne Cup? How many horses did they actually have in the largest race? It was 19th century. Too expensive to have this many horses now. The largest field for the Melbourne Cup. And we are fast running outside the last stand. Just got in and only 7 people getting it right. Yes, the team did make it all the way to the top. Let's find out who they were. So 1890, there were 38 runners in the Melbourne Cup. And they all had horses as well. The winner was Carbine. We're going back a long way for that. So that brings us to the end of that round. Let's find out who the round winner was. Haven't got a clue. 500 points. So I didn't mean to sound so surprised then. Well done. Well done. Haven't got a clue. Making it to the very top of the millionaire ladder for the very last time. Let's have a look and see what that's done to the overall scores now. Ken Barron still leads, but geez, it's a close one tonight for the last one. Titanic Swim Team have now bumped into second. Wookaraka Wolves are still in the top 3. Arnie Bebb's there now in 4th place. And Test Eagles have just nudged above Rosebud Hotel. Haven't got a clue, are in 9th after winning that, just above Fickle Finger by 2 points. This leaderboard is going to change a lot throughout the night. It is a very close one. 14 teams over 1,000. Let's do round 4 and then I'll go and get a beer. Fine. Round 4, then it's beer time. Now you must type in your answers. The keyboard will appear and it's just 100 points for the correct answer. Here we go. Type them in for round 4. What is the first letter of Chandler's last name in the sitcom Friends? Come on, that's some easy points. We just need the first letter of his surname. That's the character name we're talking about, not the actor. Chandler, JK, Test Eagles. JK, haven't seen Friends. 1990 sitcom into 2000s. 17 people getting it. Chandler Bing, so B was the correct letter we were after for 100 points. What is the first letter of the capital of Zimbabwe? Back to Africa. Capital of Zimbabwe. We just need the first letter. $26 letters to choose from. Isn't much. The capital of Zimbabwe, it's Harare. Well done for those that did get it. 14 of you did get it. Who was quick with Harare? 2.8 seconds. Caloundra R&B time. What are the 2 character initials of the Olympian who won Australia's first Winter Olympic Games gold medal? Initial. I feel like we discussed this person last week. I don't know. Maybe there was another trivia night. They all just melded into one. A few teams still thinking about it. First Australian to win Winter Olympic Games gold medal. JK, last stand, Rosebud. Two teams missing out, Rosebud and last stand. 12 people getting it right. Stephen Bradbury, the ice skater. Remember, they all fell over and he was at the back nice and safe and just waltzed in for the gold. He even wrote a book about it. How many pairs of wings does a bee have? And how does that thing fly? How many pairs of wings does a bee have? Green team. Last stand. One team getting it wrong. Two teams missing out on the points. We may have lost them. 17 getting it right. They have two pairs of wings. And that was one thing I learned during the online quiz. A few weeks ago, we had a question about the bee and how much honey a bee produces in its lifetime. And it's 1/12 of a teaspoon. One bee produces 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey in its entire life. Found that question to be fascinating. This one, less fascinating. In which year was Kylie Minogue born? 4-digit number we're after. So if you want to be mean and put 1952, you'd put 1952. Kylie has a younger sister, Danny. Dated Michael Hutchins for a while. Yeah, that might have been a bit weird. Maybe not. 10 seconds on the clock. School of Rona. Hoping that school closes down soon. Rosebud Hotel, we might have lost you. 1968. Well done for those that did get it right. I haven't got a clue, romping it in. How many NBA championships did Michael Jordan win when playing with the Chicago Bulls? We need a number between 1 and 15. Oh, Mans with the fastest. Not sure if I got you there. I just saw the chat line. Just came up. Team is also named Porter here tonight. Counting them on their hands, and you would need two hands. There were 6 of them, 1991, 92, 93, 96, 1997, and 1998. Michael Jordan win when playing with the Chicago Bulls. What is the first letter of the country where Nokia's headquarters is based? Was it the first mobile phone, the brick? What is the first letter of the country where Nokia's headquarters is based? Just Eagles just got in. 9 people got it right. Just looking at the responses here, it's quite interesting because the correct answer is F for Finland. Man set up a Nokia phone today. What for? Someone wanted to play that worm game or snake. A few teams put J for perhaps Jamaica, and a lot of teams put S for, I guess that's Sweden, and some N's as well. Naplan? What's the N for? Nokia, headquarters based in Nokia, the country Nokia maybe. In which year did the Adelaide Crows win their first AFL premiership? It's been a while too. Are there any Crows fans playing tonight? Any at all? This is AFL for you, for those of you on the Eastern Seaboard. It was a big game in Brisbane last week. 10 seconds on the clock. For you to go, then it's beer o'clock. Pickle finger. Yep. Oh, only 3 people getting it, so not a lot of fans of the Adelaide Crows playing tonight. 1997 was the year. Mark Rasciuto was the man, I believe, got the Brownlow medal that year. So you're setting up a Nokia for your mum. Is she actually doing the quiz with a Nokia tonight? Another 30 seconds on the clock. We've got 2 to go. What are the 2 character initials of the scientist who was awarded the 1921 Nobel Prize in Physics? $1921. We need the initials. Nobel Prize in Physics. 15 seconds on the clock. Ken Behrens leading the field. Did he get it right? 12 people did get it right. 8 getting it incorrect. It's Albert Einstein, of course, and I believe that's they created the Nobel Prize of Physics around that time because of all the physics that was coming out of these crazy labs. Of course, splitting the atom could go either way, save lives or destroy lives and cities. Last question for the Type It In round for round 4. Then we'll take a break. Which is the only vowel on a standard keyboard that is not on the top line of letters? Which is the only vowel on a standard keyboard that is not on the top line of letters? So the keyboard has now just appeared on your phone, is that correct? Is it a QWERTY keyboard that has just appeared on your handheld device? Therefore, are you actually looking at the answer? Rosebud Hotel and Tassie School of Rona are like, oh yeah. I've got no idea. I don't know what your keyboard looks like because I'm at this end of this quiz. 18 people did get it right. So it's the letter A. Fiona wants fastest. Let's have a look at the fastest on that one. It's Twee, which I think is Marnes. 1.1 seconds on the clock. Very close behind their Trans-Tasmans. So that does bring us to the end of round 4. Let's find out who won that one. The round winners. Haven't got a clue. Again, a perfect 1,000. What a massive finish. The round scores. Anyone else? 900 for Uno Kello, Trans-Tasmans 800. Fickle Finger also 800. And the Titanic Swim Team and Bungalow Aunt Bev. Let's have a look at the scores as we go for a bit of a break. Titanic Swim Team just ahead of Haven't Got a Clue by, what is that, like 12 points? It's 2030 for Bungalow Hotel. Ken Behrens, 1983. And it's a very early 1933 for Fickle Finger. Almost all teams now have 4 digits. The Rosebud Hotel, I reckon it's internet issues for you guys. We'll take a short break. We'll see you in about 5 minutes. Pour a beer. I'm going to call Darren and see if I can get him online. He wants to have a quick chat. We can't get him on the screen, of course. We don't have that sort of technology. See you in a moment, folks. Go grab a drink or go to the toilet or grab a snack, grab some food, whatever you want.
She's so mean, but I don't care. I love her eyes and her wild, wild hair. Dance to the beat that we like best. Heading for the 90s, living.
All right, we are back. I hope everyone's back. I'm pretty sure that went over 5 minutes, but what are you going to do? It's the last one. So Jeffrey's just joined us as well. Came second at the club tonight. Well done, Jeffrey, for the silver. So, guys, I think we can get started this is the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. The final hurrah. So that is the leaderboard, and it is very close, isn't it? Look at that. Incredibly close, really. So it's still anyone's game, really. As long as I can work out how to use this thing. There we go. End of round 4. That means we're into round 5. The Jeopardy round. Choose your own risk factors. 0 to 100 points up for grabs. We'll show you the genre. And the first one is literature. So again, if you are big on your books and reading and maybe a bit of theatre, go big on literature. Let's have a look. Everyone's going for F except for Rosebud and the Test Eagles. Waiting on Bungalow Hotel and haven't got a clue. There must be a big lineup at the bar. Or a big lineup at the COVID testing station. So my kids have just been told I've got to go and get a PCR test. It's going crazy at the schools, folks. COVID is everywhere at the schools. Here is your literature question. Who wrote this novel? In Search of Lost Time, the complete masterpiece. Look at that. We blocked out the author. Clever. In Search of Lost Time. Samuel Beckett, James Joyce, Franz Kafka, or Marcel Proust. Has anyone read this? I mean, I never worked in a library or nothing, but I've never seen this book before in my life. Look at that split field. 10 of you did get it. Frenchman Marcel Proust wrote it, 1871, 1922, that man lived. Looks like it's a bit of a classic book. It was also called Remembrance of Things Past. Well done for the 10 that got it. The sport question now for you. I'm going to show you a picture. Looks like it is Australian sport. Go big. Haven't got a clue. Sport, everyone's in. Is everyone going big? Well, no, not everyone, but most. Here it is. In which state or territory was I born? That's the moment there. Sydney Olympics, Sydney 2000. Most will recognise who that runner is. And the words that she said was, I just ran my little black butt off. And she certainly did, winning gold for Australia in 2000. Kathy Freeman, born in Mackay, Queensland in 1973. 7 people getting it, probably the 7 Queenslanders playing tonight. History question for you now. History and war, ladies and gentlemen. History and war for you. Rosebud, Tassie, School of Rona. Everyone's gone F for history. Rosebud's in. They've gone D. Everyone else is F. Which of these events took place first? The Boer War, the Crimean War, Korean War, or World War I? We're going from the 1800s right up to 1953 on this list. We're after the one that took place first. Still a few teams to get in. We've only got 4 seconds on the clock. Rosebud just got in at 12 people getting it right. The Crimean War, 1853 to 1856. The next one was the Boer War, 1899 to 1902. Then World War One, and then the last one, Korean War, right up until 1950s. Was it a Russian war? Technology question. It's not about Nokia phones. It's a little bit more recent than that. I reckon this thing came out after the Nokia. Everyone's in. Did everyone like the technology question? Everyone except for the Rosebuds. I've gone a safe D in the middle there. The rest of you playing for 100 points. We all know it. JPEG. In computer jargon, what does the acronym JPEG actually stand for? We're going to need the options. Jasper Photo Export Grabber, Join Picture Excellent Graphic, Joint Photographic Experts Group, Joint Photographic Export Graphic. Using the word graphic twice. Personally, I'm going for B. I really hope it's B. Joint Photographic Experts Group. So this is a company that actually came up with the standard file format. That is the JPEG, which is the image that's handy for sharing online, etc., etc. Word meanings. We've got a word for you. Everyone's going F. Everyone's gone F on the word meanings, and it's a doozy. Well, it's not doozy, it's doncy. What are you if you look or feel doncy? Confident, fearful and timid, overdressed, that's me tonight, or D, sickly looking. He's rather doncy. She's so doncy. The host is very doncy tonight. His second best ladies shirt. Kanan. Or sickly looking. Doncy. Doncy. It's an old American word still used. Originally came from the Scottish dialect. It means to look or feel ill, sickly or unhealthy. If you are feeling doncy, you do need to go and get tested. Oh, sorry. It's spelled different in the British language. Geography. Geography question. Everyone loves geography. Most teams going for F on this one for the big 100 points. For the big finale, playing for the cup, not really. Test Eagles. Geography. Gone for D, the Test Eagles. Which country was known as Southwest Africa until 1968? Southwest Africa, Angola, Botswana, Namibia or Zambia? Bungalow, Uno Kello, Arnie Bev. 2 seconds left on the clock, and they just got in with the right answer. I'm not sure, but it is Namibia. Became known as Namibia by the UN when the General Assembly changed the territory name by resolution 1968. I think the Germans ran Namibia. There's a lot of big old German buildings in Namibia. Correct me if I'm wrong. But 13 people getting the points. Well done. Television Jeopardy. It's televisions and movies, really. It's Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis on Friends after co-starring with Matthew Perry in what movie? Bruce Willis was on Friends after co-starring with Matthew Perry in what movie? Die Hard 2, Pulp Fiction, The Jackal, or The Whole Nine Yards? Well, it's an interesting story behind this one. That's The Whole Nine Yards, and Bruce Willis and that dude, Matthew Perry, did work together on that movie and thought it'd be a good idea for Bruce Willis to appear on Friends. A lot of people thought he lost a bet, but he didn't. He actually got paid. But all the money that Bruce Willis made on appearing on Friends, because he just thought it'd be fun, he actually donated it to charity. So that's pretty cool. And any syndications as well. All proceeds that Bruce Willis earns by appearing on Friends for fun goes to charity. Good man. 19 people getting it right. We love those feel-good stories. Currency question. The currency question. How much does it cost to run an online quiz? Did everyone go big? Everyone did. The Test Eagles like D. Everyone else F. Which euro banknote is purple? The 10 euro, the 20 euro, the 50 euro, the 100 euro, the 500 euro. Which euro banknote is purple? Has anyone got one in their wallet right now? No, actually, I'll just check. Murray opened his wallet. A bloody moth flew out. Well, it was E. We really tried to help you out with that one. E is actually coloured purple for you, unless you're on a Nokia phone, in which case it's probably just a dull grey colour. But it is the 500 euro is a purple colour. Music Jeopardy for you now. Music Jeopardy. How far back do we have to go on this one? It's looking like 80s and 90s. Average Joes. You like the classics? Everyone likes the classics. Everyone's gone for F. Here's the music question. Have a listen to this. Who is this band or artist? London Calling, folks. It is The Clash. We mentioned them earlier tonight. Their London Calling song, they've re-recorded it as Ukraine Calling. They clashed there with the song White Riot, and 11 of you did actually recognise that, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess. I'll be damned if I know who that band is. Movie Jeopardy now. Test Eagles. Did everyone go big? Almost everyone. It's Indiana Jones. There's 4 to choose from there, even though there's been a 5th one. Which Indiana Jones movie features the character Short Round? Was it Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? Ugh, the last and worst one. The Last Crusade? Raiders of the Lost Ark? The original and possibly the best. Or Temple of Doom, which is the second one. Last Crusade was the one with Sean Connery. Fiona, don't throw your points away on the last night. Look at that split field, 10 either side. Temple of Doom was the correct answer. Curious to see what people went for. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, the last one. Maybe there were only 4 made, actually. Is that the 4? Temple of Doom, the second one. Indiana Jones survives a murder attempt by Lao Chi, a crime boss in Shanghai has hired him to retrieve the remains of Emperor. His young Chinese sidekick was Short Round, the little Chinese fella. That brings us to the end of this round. End of round 5, teams. Let's have a look at who won that round. Haven't got a clue. 3 in a row. This is unbelievable. Surely that puts them at the top of the leaderboard. However, the round scores, anyone else with 800? No. Haven't got a clue by 200 points in that round. Let's have a look at the overall scores. There they go. 400 points or so in front of Titanic Swim Team. The Last Stand. My team name is also named Port. Ficklefinger in 5th. Marn second last, just ahead of Rosebud Hotel. Tassie School of Rona in 18th. There you all are. Bean Team, Caloundra RSL, Nixon Mutts, Hope On, Average Joes, Ken Berens, all playing tonight for the very last time. We've got 2 rounds to go, ladies and gentlemen. Do we need another beer break? No, we're fine. We've still got a beer going. Let's continue. Round 6, folks. 2 rounds to go. Can you believe it? 100 points for the correct answer, minus 20 for incorrect answer. Points reduced as the clock counts down. I'm actually going to have to go and find a day job now. You realise, people. I'm going to have to go out and find a bloody day job. Terrible. Have a listen to this. It's a bit of music. It's some early stuff. It's some classics. So, Jeffrey, you're going to love this one. Who's the artist here? Rare Earth, Sly and the Family Stone, The Temptations, or The Young Rascals?
Groovy on a Sunday afternoon. Really couldn't get away too soon.
It's the Young Rascals with the song Groovin'. There's been a few versions of that. And only 6 people getting it. I'd say the rest went for The Temptations. Yes, and a few for Sly and the Stone. Science and stuff and medical stuff. What is laughing gas? It's that stuff they give you that makes you laugh and giggle and takes the pain away. What is laughing gas? Is it carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrous oxide, or sulfur dioxide? Correct answer is nitrous oxide, and everyone getting it right. NOS is a chemical compound, formula N20. It's an oxide of nitrogen at room temperature. It is a colorless, non-flammable gas with a slightly sweet odor and taste. Camp David, the country retreat of the US presidents, is in which actual state? Camp David, the country retreat for US presidents. Can you actually stay there if you're not a president? Is it in Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, or Missouri? The clue is it's an American state and it starts with the letter M. Team, Uno Kello, team also named Port, Rosebud, Just Restos. 7 seconds on the clock. Starts with an M for Maryland. 10 people managing to get it right. Where is everyone? All over the United States. A lot of people liked Maine. Maine was the most popular incorrect response. Maryland. 10 people getting it. Back to the music world. In which band did I play the guitar with? What was the name of my band? Blondie, Cream, Led Zeppelin, The Troggs. Most will recognize that guitarist. Yep, Bean Team just got in. Of course, Eric Clapton, the 1960s band Cream. They called it that because it was like the cream of the crop. They had the best bass player going in the 60s and the best drummer going at the 60s. So that's why they call themselves Cream. He also played the Yardbirds, didn't he? And I don't want to be too harsh on Eric Clapton, but he's a massive anti-vaxxer. If you have a look, he's on there on YouTube lecturing people about not taking the vaccine. You're not helping, man. Who is the captain of the Australian Kangaroos as of January 2021? I have no idea if he still is. Who is the captain of the Australian Kangaroos? Boyd Cordner, Paul Gallen, Cameron Smith, or Jonathan Thurston? The Aussie Rugby League. The last stand, my team is also named Port. Forgot to call Darren at halftime. Boyd Cordner is the correct answer, and he's been the captain since 2018. Is he still the captain? Is Boyd still the captain of the Kangaroos? Anyone on the chat line? I've got no idea. This is the first and the last, because it's the last one tonight. It's a picture of a car. Which brand of car is that? Is that an Aston Martin, a Bentley, a Jaguar, or a McLaren? Doesn't look like a family car. People are zooming in on that tag at the front. It is actually a Jaguar, British-made Jaguar, part of Land Rover. England, owned by the Indian company Tata Motors since 2008, apparently. 9 people managed to get it. Oh, thank you very much, Jeffrey. So Boyd had to retire because he had too many head knocks. There you go. Jeffrey with the coming second tonight at his venue and possibly coming second tonight on the online quiz. Who directed the 2001 movie Moulin Rouge? Has everyone seen this movie? It's a great musical. Good music, some good covers. James Cameron, Clayton Jacobson, Baz Luhrmann, Philip Noyce, or Peter Weir? Yes, of course, Nicole Kidman, Ewan McGregor, Moulin Rouge, directed by Baz Luhrmann. Back in 2001. 2 to go, 3 to go this round. As of 2021, what is the estimated population of the USA? As of 2021, what is the estimated population of the USA? 297 million, 319, 332 million, or 357 million? I think they've lost more people to COVID than World War II. Is that right? Rosebud Hotel, just doing a quick count on their fingers. It's 332 million people. Who was fast on that one? JK, 2.82. Just knew it. Just knew. Been there recently, perhaps. 2 to go for round 6. Which of these Australian drama TV series was produced by Crawford Productions? Crawford Productions. Angry Boys, Blue Heelers, Danger 5, Prisoner, Water Rats, or The Sullivans? Crawford Productions, anyone? Is anyone knowing this, or are we just having guesses? I mean, you just see the production house at the end of the credits, really, don't you? Who sticks around for those anymore? The Sullivans, Australian drama TV series between 1976, finished in 1983, and it's Crawford Productions. Apparently it's war themed, according to Jeffrey on the chat. Last question for round 6, and the last round 6 question online for possibly a while. It's a music one. What is the next line of this song? The song will play, it'll suddenly stop. What's the next line? Have a listen.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, bass. Yeah, it's pretty clear. I ain't no size 2, but I can shake it like I'm supposed to do. 'Cause I got that boom boom that all the boys chase.
Some incorrect spelling there. The booty should be Booty, I think. But that is, of course, Megan Trainor with All About the Bass. The last time we heard that was because I got the boom boom that all the boys chase. All the right junk in all the right places. She's talking about, of course, her ass cheeks. That brings us to the end of round 6. Let's have a look at the round winners. Trans-Tasmans, first time tonight, leading the round. Round 6, look at that. Haven't got a clue. Got the hat trick tonight. But not the fourth one, not the quad play or whatever you call it in gambling. Let's have a look at the round scores, but I won't show the overall scores though. Round scores for round 6, very close. Wookaraka Wolves, Hope Island, haven't got a clue, an 8th for that one. Arnie Bev just a 318 for the second last round of online quiz. Is everyone ready for the final round? Round 7, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. The final round. 100 points for the correct answer. Minus 20 for incorrect answer. And, of course, the points reduced as the clock counts down. Is everyone ready? Here we go. Which of these films gains its title from a William Blake poem? A Passage to India, Chariots of Fire, Get Carter, or The Italian Job? Average Joe's in the fickle finger. It's the Chariots of Fire. What a soundtrack. So apparently, Bring Me My Chariot of Fire inspired the title of Chariots of Fire. It's also a hymn, and they actually play the hymn at the end of the film. Well done, 13 people getting it. Who was fast? Mans was fast. When did Germany declare war on the United States in the Second World War? When did Germany declare war on the United States? December 1940, December 1941, 1942, or 1943? I'll give you a clue. It was just before Christmas. Squeezing in a bit of history for the last round. December 1941, several days after the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, United States declaration of war against the Japanese Empire, Nazi Germany declared war against the United States in response to what was claimed to be a series of provocations by the United States when the US was still officially neutral during World War II. Twitter has what as its logo? Would it be a bird, a cat, a dog, a horse, or a mouse? Twitter, anyone? Don't follow me on Twitter because I ain't there. It's a Tweety bird, Twitter bird logo. Makes sense. Everyone got it. Speaking of boids, what kind of bird is this leaping out of the water? Is that an albatross, a marabou stork, a pelican, or a whooper swan? Here's hoping that's a whooper swan. I've never heard of a whooper swan before. I'm sure it exists. In fact, that could be it pictured there. It's got a whooper of a beak, but that is the bird with the largest wingspan in the world, the albatross. What is Jerry's eccentric uncle's name in Seinfeld? Jerry Seinfeld's eccentric uncle. Is it Frank, Jacopo, Leo, or Morty? Seinfeld fans, last chance for you to get some extra points on this, the last round. Everyone's in. It's Leo, Uncle Leo. 12 people getting it right and 8 incorrect. To the sport now and the cricket. How many 50-over Cricket World Cups did Australia win with me as captain for the Tassie people playing tonight? How many 50-over Cricket World Cups did Australia win with me as captain? None. 1, 2, or 3. Most people getting this one correct. Trans-Tasmans, 16 people did get it right. Ricky Ponting, he captained the team to win in 2003 and 2007. Tassie School of Rona, there it is. For the Taswegian question, 1.74 seconds on the clock, getting the most points for that question. In which of these words are the letters in reverse alphabetical order? In which of these words are the letters in reverse alphabetical order? Wolf, wanton, wolfhound, worked, wormed, wormhole. Have a look. Reverse alphabetical order. Ten seconds on the clock. Rosebud. Well done. It is A. Curious to see who was fast on that one. It's Marnes. D-E-F-L-O-W. Reverse order alphabetically. Well done. Where was the infamous Bloodbath VFL Grand Final of 1945 played? Was it Lakeside Oval, MCG, Princes Park, or VFL Park? 1945. Last stand, my team is also named Fort. So the MCG was being used for military purposes, so it was held in Princes Park. The Blues beat South Melbourne. Victoria Falls is located at the border of which two countries? You need to choose two for this one. 2 questions to go. Victoria Falls is located at the border of which two countries? We need 2 countries. Choices there: Botswana, Namibia, South Africa, Tanzania, Zambia, or Zimbabwe. Anyone been along Victoria Falls? It is spectacular. we had time, I could show you a picture. But we are getting to the end of the online quiz. 19 people getting it right. Well done. It's Zimbabwe and Zambia, Victoria Falls. Named, of course, after Queen Victoria. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. The last question now. It is a music question. It's a classic song you've all heard before, most of you surely. It'll stop. We need the next line on this song. Have a listen. What's the next line of this song? "15 seconds left to go on this quiz, folks. Average Joe's News to the Trans-Tasmans. Last question online for possibly forever. So it's David Bowie. The song is Rebel Rebel. The last line you heard is, you tacky thing, you put them on. So the next line is, Rebel Rebel, you've torn your dress. Only 6 people getting it right. Curious to see where everyone went on this one. Let's drag this out. Most people are Rebel Rebel, your face is a mess. But it's Rebel Rebel, you've torn your dress. Face is a mess is a line in that song, though. I'll give you that. Brings us to the end of round 7. Who won the final round? Who won the final round? It was... No, that's the round scores. There we go. Wookaraka Wolves won the final round, 721. Let's have a look at the round winners. There they are. All our round winners tonight. Haven't got a clue. Took 3. Wookaraka Wolves are winning the last round. We will show the leaderboard in a moment, but please rate your experience. Not that it really matters. I'm not sure if feedback will be going back to head office tonight, but that's it. It's probably not required tonight. It'll still get there though. Head office will see it, so be kind. You're rating my shirt tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I know Keen is a massive fan of this one. The Last Stand, Ken Behrens. Last Stand's like, what's going on here? Yeah, maybe it was their first night tonight. Thank you very much for your ratings, and it is almost scoreboard time. But we do, of course, have to say thank you to all the people behind the scenes that have been bringing this quiz for how long now? It started in 2020, didn't it, when COVID first shut us out of our venues, and Darren and Josh were hosting it, a few other people were hosting it. There was a host over in WA for a while. I jumped in last year and we were sharing it for a while. Then it moved to Tuesday, and the numbers have just been so low that it's just not viable anymore, folks. So hopefully some of you can find a quiz close to home or another one that's online perhaps. But a big thank you to the team at Time Out Entertainment for bringing us the quiz, and all the hosts as well. And I hope all the hosts are out there getting lots of gigs. I know I'm certainly going to be needing to look for another gig somewhere in little old Adelaide. So thanks very much for playing, everyone. And let's have a look at our final winner. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the grand final, I think that we call this one. It's the grand final. Let's hope this works. Because whoever wins this, that's it. They stay there at the top of the podium. Thanks for playing, everyone. Here it is. Haven't got a clue. I thought they were. Titanic Swim Team in second, and my team is also named 4th. In 3rd place. Where did they come from? Incredible. Let's find out where you're at. The Last Stand, well done. Trans-Tasman's Fickle Finger. JK, Average Joe's, thanks for playing. Hope Island, lovely part of the world, I think. Ken Behrens, Nixon Mutts. We're here at the beginning, folks. Wookaraka Wolves, Bungalow, Auntie Bev, Test Eagles, Uno Kello, Bean Team, Caloundra, Tassie School of Rona, that's Mars in 19th, and last but not least, the Rosebud Hotel, Just Restos. That's our top 3 for the final online quiz. Thanks for playing, everyone. It's been a lot of fun. I feel like I've sort of got to know a lot of you, even though I haven't. So we might see you out in the real world one day or back online. Stay safe.